Oh my goodness, it has been forever. But I am your host, Makita Moore. I am the CEO of the Invisible Daughter publishing company, coaching firm, all of that good stuff. We got another collaboration, you guys. This is book 13. Oh my goodness. Like, for real, we've done 13 books. This is number 13, and for some people 13 means bad stuff, or Friday the 13th, or all that good stuff. But 13 for us is amazing, right? Because we're talking about love. We're talking about the power of love. So we have entitled this book, The Power of What is Love. And we are coming from all aspects, right? Whether it is a parenting love, whether it is a relationship love, friendship love. What is love? What is it, right? So I thank you guys for joining us. Again, my name is Makita Moore. I am the CEO of The Invisible Daughter, and this is our 13th book. Ah! I wish I had like the sound effects. I'm gonna learn how to do that. Just stay tuned with me, okay? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. So I am going to bring in my authors now, one by one. So you can get to know them. They will tell you who they are and what they do, and they'll tell you a little bit about their chapters. Stay tuned. And before we bring them on, I need you to do two things for me. Like this and share it, okay? Share it out to your audience. Share, 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 okay? All right. My very first author for tonight. She is new to The Invisible Daughter, but she is not new to Makita. So I want you guys to welcome Miss Antoinette Seawood. Hey, girl. My second author, she again is new to The Invisible Daughter, but she is not new to Makita, because these two, and there are others, right? But these two particular authors, they are also on the Author Transparency Tour for 2022. So I also want you to welcome Miss Timothea Reed. Oh my goodness, this next young lady, let me tell you, she is nowhere near new to The Invisible Daughter. She has been on several other books, collaborations with us. So I want to introduce you to Pastor Morgana Matthews. Now, this next person, she is new again to The Invisible Daughter, but she is not new to me. I promise you, we met on a brunch and we have clicked like none other since then. And we have remained close, and we are accountability partners. We push each other through all sorts of traumas and stuff and obstacles. So my sister, Rissa Jenkins. My next amazing author. Oh my goodness, she is a therapist, y'all. Let me tell y'all, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, you need therapy and God. Okay? I'm gonna let you know. You need therapy and God. So our therapist, Miss Francesca Cole Barnes. The next author, she too is nowhere near. Okay? She has been on a million of our other books. She is not new to me or The Invisible Daughter. Miss QR Williams. Our next author for this evening is, and again, she is not new to Invisible Daughter. She is now on the Author Transparency 2022 tour. Them twos and them T's got me all discombobulated. She is not new to me at all. She has been a friend. She has been a sister. She has been family. Honey, she will call me in the midnight hour. Okay, I'll be trying to sleep. She be like, "No, ma'am, I got the word for you." So I want to introduce you to Miss Latanya Willette.
Hey, everybody.
Oh my goodness. So this is, I want to say to everybody, this is the biggest book that we have had as far as the authors are concerned. We had 11 authors for this book, so that made it the biggest. Our next biggest was 10. So this is the biggest that we have had. So I am going to quickly start us off with, I need to know, who are you and what do you do? Wait 1 second. We got one more coming in right now. I know that she texted me and told me that she was having some trouble with some technology. So, but she's not new to this. So I'm going to introduce her shortly. So Antoinette Seawood, I need you to tell me who you are and what do you do?
I had to unmute my camera. Hey, 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 everybody. So, for those that are watching, I want to thank you for actually coming on to take the time to come on and listen to us today. Thank you in advance for that. So, my name is Antoinette Seawood. I am now a 2022 speaker along with Makita, as she stated, which is awesome. I am the owner of Unique Getaways Travel Agency. I am also the owner of Naturally Unique Boutique. And now I am on a collab with all these beautiful women here on this new book called What is Love? Yes.
Amazing,
Yeah.
right? Thank you so much for joining us. I
Mm-hmm.
promise you, this book has been nothing short of amazing. Okay.
Yes.
So our next author, I need you to tell us who you are and what you do, Miss Timothy Reed.
Hey everybody, I'm Timothy Reed. I am actually a fourth grade uh, teacher in elementary school, and I am one of the speakers for the 2022 Art of Transparency Tour.
Yay! I said that and you couldn't hear me because my mic was muted. Thank you so much. The next person in my boxes is Miss Francesca Cole Barnes. Tell us who you are and what do you do?
Thank you, Makita. Again, my name is Francesca Cole Barnes. And again, we thank you all for tuning in and being a part of tonight. I am a licensed clinical professional counselor. I am also the the founder and lead clinician at Faith Changes Behavior, which is a counseling practice. It has been an amazing journey meeting Makita, and I am just elated to be a part of this book along with all of you amazing authors.
Yay! So the next person, thank you so much for joining. The next person in my boxes is Miss Rissa Jenkins. Hey girl.
Hey.
Tell us who you are and what you do.
So my name is Risa Jenkins. Makita is my sis. Although we met in a business setting, you can't tell us anything different. I know her since diapers. I haven't, but that's how I feel. I am an advocate for domestic violence as well as I am a mentor for a group called Breakthrough. I am an author as well. And outside of that, I'm just a mom loving on my kid.
Right. I think we are all moms here. Um, I believe we are. Okay, I am going to go to the next person in my boxes, which is Miss QR Williams.
Hello, ladies. Thank you for anybody that's watching at the moment. Like she said, my name is QR. I'm a creative writer and public notary. I have a background as far as corporate America. I was a executive administrative assistant and care navigator supervisor for a health plan management company for about 6 years, and that included mental health first aid, restorative justice, and an array of other things regarding the health plan and anything in additional to that people could use as far as them being low income or have a mental health crisis or just need some level of assistance. We gave them certain resources outside of Medicare and Medicaid. I'm so happy to be a part of this project, and I hope you guys enjoy our book.
Hey. And I want to introduce you guys to Miss Lou. I was gonna say Luberta because I'm texting her because she's having trouble, guys. She can't get in. Oh my goodness, I'm so sad. She tested it earlier. Her and I were on, and I don't know what happened with the computer, so I'm telling her to take it up, turn it off, and turn it back on. So that she can join us. So just look out for her. I am going to introduce you all to Miss Latanya Willette. Latanya, tell us who you are and what you do.
Hey. I am an evangelist. I am mother, wife. I'm a case manager because I love taking care of people. I'm a financial coach, financial analyst, and life coach as well. And I am an author thanks to Makita and the pandemic. And so I'm just so glad to be a part of this group and especially the tour to be able to touch people's lives and everything. And just buy the book. You won't regret it.
Yay! So Pastor Morgana, she's gonna come back. She's having she can't hear. So again, technology, let me tell y'all, when of course the pandemic happened, technology got real fancy so with that we could do things like this, right? So I want you all to just bear with us because this is just what technology does, right? However, these ladies have really and truly become family. We spent a couple months together trying to get this book written and chapters done and edits and all kinds of stuff. A lot of people don't know the back end of book writing is not fun, right? Because you number one, you have to be very transparent. You have to be relatable. So it oftentimes is not as fun as people want it to be. However, these women have persevered and they have made it through and they have written their chapters. And I just want you all to know that you are in for a treat. So buy the book, buy the book, buy the book, buy the book. Yes, that's right. Show the book. And all these ladies have their own copies. They are ready to send them to you. You can get it on Amazon, but I would really rather you contact one of these authors and get the book from them. They will ship it to you. Contact them, and you can get the book today. Contact them. Um, so I'm going to now go to actually, Pastor Morgana Matthews. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Hi, I am Pastor Morgana Matthews, CEO of Sent by God Outreach Ministries, and this is my third collaboration.
It is. Goodness. It don't even seem like it's been that many, but I guess this is book 13 for us. So yes, I'm looking at a lot of faces from before. Some of you all have been in every book, which is amazing. That really shows a lot that people trust you that many times, right? So I thank you guys for being a part. So this is the question that everybody I'm sure that's watching, they want to know. What made you join this particular collaboration? What is it about the title or the content that you really was like, you know what? I need to be a part of that. Tell me about that. And I'm going to start at the bottom. So, Miss Latanya, can you tell us what made you join this collaboration after all the other ones that you have been a part of?
Well, the first thing, even with all the other ones, whenever you put out that you're about to do a collaboration and you explain what it is and say the name, it's like, oh my God, it just jumps in me. So if something jumps in my spirit, I know, okay, I got to get it. I see you, Pastor. You know, when that thing jump, you got to jump on it. And because it's only the Holy Spirit that's telling you someone needs to hear your story. Someone needs to hear this. And so that's my way of getting out whatever it is that I need to put out into the world to help with whoever is on the other end that needs it. And that's why I do it.
That's amazing. Tell us what your chapter is about. What's your chapter title and what is it about?
My chapter is about just love, period. My experiences with love, where, love is supposed to be the sweet thing that makes you feel all fluffy and good inside, but sometimes it's not that pretty. Sometimes it don't feel that way. Whether it's from your mother, your spouse, your children, a friend, whoever. It sometimes is just not that way. So I just gave the different experiences and the different loves there are. There's different loves as well. And so I gave the different definitions of those, the different loves that I've been through or even seen happen with people. And also when you get right down to it, when there's a relationship and there's domestic violence, and it doesn't even have to be a hitting type of abuse, it could be verbal or mental abuse.
I even gave information for that as well so that you can recognize that, because sometimes people don't recognize it if it's not told to them, or if they've been around it all their lives, they think it's okay. So I wanted to get that across, that this is not okay. This is okay. And ultimately the decision is yours.
Wow. I experienced domestic violence for a very long time and not even knowing that I was experiencing domestic violence, because I always thought it was black eyes and the police had to be called, and I knew it was physical, but I wasn't quite aware of the mental and the emotional abuse that I suffered for years. So I just started telling that story. So I thank you for sharing that part of your story, that part of the story, right? Because I think we can all relate to some of that, right? So thank you so very much for your chapter in this particular collaboration. Thank you so much. So I am going to now go to Miss QR Williams. Tell us, what made you join this particular collaboration? You have joined others as well, so
Yes.
you are definitely not new to the Invisible Daughter. So what made you join?
Well, this is my fourth collaboration. This is my third compilation book with Makita. The reason why I connected with this particular collab, because it was something about it. Everyone been telling me you need to go ahead and write and do your own independent projects, which I always plan to. So I felt like the compilation projects was just a start. So I was like, okay, I'm going to collaborate with these ladies now, but it's helping me as far as the process of being independent and publishing something on my own. While I'm steady working on my own projects, I can still get something out for the time being. So before this, I told myself I'm not doing any more of these compilation projects. But when Makita posted it, and I was like, okay, my wheel started turning, and visually I saw what I could write. And so I kept gravitating towards the title, and I kept thinking about it. I know when I sleep on something and it still stays with me, it's something there. So I just continuously thought about that, even though I was working on other things. It's like, okay, I know I need to connect with it because my thoughts are already there.
Wow. So tell us your title and what are you talking about in this particular book?
Well, my title is Iridescent Kisses. It's
Oh,
chapter 7. It seemed like it was by coincidence, but I am a July baby. So I'm like, okay, that number 7 is always somehow connected to me. So, okay. So when it comes to love, love to me should be colorful. It should be vibrant. It shouldn't be this dull, unhappy experience. Everything about it won't be roses. You won't always be tiptoeing through the lilies, but it's something about it that should just bring forth life. It should, it have a light behind it.
I love that. I love that. Um, as everybody knows here, I never know who's going in what chapter. I don't have a particular, well, this is gonna go here and she's first and she's second. I never do that. I just kind of let it fall where it may. Because I allow God to guide me, right? I do not sit and be like, okay, well, this person needs to be first and this person needs to be second. The only person that has a permanent spot would be me, and that's because I just want to get my chapter out the way, so the young ladies behind me or the men, right? Because we gonna put that thing in the air because there will be men in the next couple books, right? Um, I just want to get my little chapter on out the way and let the women really and truly do the entire book, right? So my chapter is just like get that done, and then everybody to follow that is just I really and truly just kind of put them where God told me to put them. I never ask them where they want to go. I never. It's almost like pulling the names out the hat, right? You just kind of put them where they're supposed to be, and each time it has flowed very well. So I'm very proud of that part of it. So thank you so much. And I didn't know you were a July baby. So that is amazing. That lets me know that I'm doing something right. So thank you. Thank you again for being a part. So the next person I'm going to ask about what made you join is Miss Antoinette Seawood. What made you join this particular collaboration?
Well, the name in itself was What is Love? And it came right on time.
Wow.
It came right on time because I was in the process of learning these things. all over again. So it was right on time. And I waited a little while, and then I came back and be like, "This for me."
You did. You did.
This for me. Yes,
Oh
it
my
sure did.
goodness. Thank you.
I
This
sure
is
did.
your first collaboration with me.
Yes, it
So
is.
I appreciate you trusting me
Yes,
with this part of your story.
yes. Thank
I
you.
appreciate all of you all for trusting me with this part of your story, whether you've been here before or not. But
Mhm.
especially the newcomers, because they don't know, right? They don't know that this is a delicate part, and I take that very seriously.
Mhm.
So I appreciate you for trusting me. Tell
Yes.
us what your chapter is. What's your chapter title, and what's that about?
So the title of my chapter is "The Core of Loving Thyself."
Mm.
Um, and so my chapter is it's mainly about me and the difficulties of loving myself, and how I thought I loved myself until it was actually time for me to love myself. It's a difference.
It is.
It's a difference. And I chose that chapter because it gave me the opportunity to open up my heart, and I was able to dig down deep and allow other people to look and to experience that with me, to see what it was actually like to learn that and go through that process. And I'm excited.
Wow. Well, I thank you again
Yeah.
for allowing that part of you to be in this collaboration.
Yes,
The
thank
next
you.
person I want to ask, what made you join this collaboration, would be Timothea Reed.
Oh man, when I first saw it, when you first posted it, it was like, "Ooh, love." And I think my first question to you was, "Okay, what kind of love we talking about?" Because, like Latanya was saying, there's a whole bunch of different types of love, and some of them I'm no expert. So, and when you told me the ones that you were focusing on, I said, "Okay." I said, self love. I'm learning to do that. Um, love. Whew, well, I'm on marriage number 2, so obviously I ain't got that one down yet. But parental love, I was like, my babies are my everything, and I say babies, but they're grown. But so yeah, I jumped at the opportunity. This is my very first collaboration, first book, first
Yeah.
anything. So I was excited. It didn't really hit me until the books came, and I was like, oh my gosh, my name is in a book.
I'm
So
an author now.
that's exciting. Yeah, that was really exciting.
Good. Well, I double thank you for allowing me and my company to make you a first time author. And I know that this is not the end. So, hey, I know there are many more to come. A lot of people, when they become an author for the first time, they tell me how this is just the door that opened, right? So that now
Yeah.
that they've walked through this door, they like, oh, I can do this. This is something that I need to do.
Yeah.
So I look forward to many more books to come. Hint, hint. I'm looking forward to that. So thank you so much. What is your chapter title, and what did you talk about?
Well, I am right smack in the middle of the book. I am chapter 5, and my title is Unconditional Love. And it just talks about my journey with parental love from my mom to me becoming a mom, and how my kids have pretty much been my inspiration, and how my mom plays a big role in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm telling y'all better get this book. Y'all better get this book. Thank you so much again for joining us on this collaboration. The next person that I want to bring to you all is Miss Francesca Cole Barnes. Tell us, what made you decide to go with this particular collaboration?
Yeah, like many others have already stated, when I saw the title, I was like, oh, this is a no-brainer. I want to be a part of this. I am a sucker for love. And I felt a pull at it. And when I felt that pull, it was just like, yeah, don't think about this too much longer. Go ahead and do what you need to do so that I could be a part of this collaboration. And I'm blessed. I'm honored to be amongst all of you as a part of this collaboration. And it has been an absolute blessing. Just talking about love and telling that story from my vantage point.
Wow. So tell us, what is your title chapter? What's your chapter title? I'm sorry. And what is it about?
Yeah, so my chapter title is To Be Loved, To Be Loved. Oh, what a feeling to be loved. I am a movie fanatic. My family and I, we quote movie lines all the time. And the scene with Prince Hakeem just professing his love on that,
Mhm.
Queens, New York street, for Lisa, it brought back what my mom did for me and my three siblings. She showed us love. She was very affectionate, what publicly as well as privately, and that always stuck with me. And that's how I am with my children, and that's how I am with my husband. And there was a point in my life when I did not have that love publicly, and I was like, this doesn't feel how love is supposed to feel, right? This isn't right. And I never stopped searching for that, early childhood love, right? And I talk about that as a therapist, the importance of those early childhood experiences. And
Oh, mama.
that stayed with me. And so again, when I found the dysfunctional love, I didn't want it. And I wanted to find that love that made me feel like a child all over again. And that's the kind of love I have with my husband. So I talk about that from my early childhood experience, what it's like with my children, and also what it's like with my spouse.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if y'all read the book. Oh my goodness. I never read the book before the launch. And I don't, because I don't like to have bias, right? I don't want to be biased. I want to be authentic when it comes to our launch. But right after the launch, that's when I read the book, and I literally hear you guys. And every question that I ask, when I get to your chapter, I can hear you talking about it. I can hear your voices in that chapter. So that's why I do it that way. So I cannot wait to read the book. I do have it. Yes, I do. Of course I got it. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Of course I got it. So I always wait until after the launch, and then I sit with my coffee or my wine, and I read the chapter. I read the book chapter by chapter and really just inhale it, right? So I thank you so much for sharing that with us. So the next person I am going to ask to share with you all is my sis, Miss Risa Jenkins. Tell us why you chose to join this particular collaboration.
Like literally everyone else, I was gonna say on the panel because I feel like we're on a panel and it's okay. We are. It called my name. It wasn't one of those loud, like, Rachel, you gotta do it. It was like very calm, very soft, very peaceful, and I felt okay. And usually big projects give me anxiety. So because that voice came to me in such the soft, subtle way, I'm like, oh, this is God. I know what this is. And so it was the perfect opportunity, just like Antoinette said, it came at the perfect time because in that moment, I'm like, okay, I think it's time we should do a book. And I think we should talk about love. What do I see? A post. So, of course, I had to jump on for that reason.
That is so amazing. That's a different podcast, but God will give you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it, right? We think we need
Yes.
it at this particular time. We be like, but I need it, and God like, no, you don't,
Mhm.
not yet, not yet, not yet, right now. So it'll wait, God, I need, I oh no, now. So,
Yes.
oh my
Yes.
goodness. So I thank you for that. Tell us what your chapter title is and what is it about.
My chapter title is called Exhale. And
Mm.
first of all, I love that word. But what I find so interesting, and it's going back with what you said, Makita, in terms of how you chose the chapters, you just let God do it. And I skimmed through the book. I was waiting until after this lunch, like, okay, I'm gonna read it full fledged, but I at least read the first page of everyone's chapter, and I was like, that's crazy how everything just lines up. Literally, from when you open the book from the beginning to end, it's a transitional piece, and then it's like the
Mm.
last pieces are more so like tying everything together. Like, okay, remember we talked about this? This is what this looked like. So it's like a transition into a recap. I love it. About is different aspects of love. So the first way I found out about love, which is through my family, which is through my parents, which is tough love. I was raised in a Christian home. And then how that turned into me seeking love in other people because I didn't know that what they were giving me was actually okay. I wanted more, but I had a totally different understanding. So we're transitioning from love from family and parents to love that I'm looking for in the streets and the things that I've experienced through then, to discovering self-love.
My
And then
goodness.
it wraps up into how that is an overabundance and how you have the ability to love others. Because how can you love someone else if you don't love yourself? And if you're not doing the work, then what are you doing? It's not enough knowing that you're broken. What are you going to do about it? So that's really what I tackle in my chapter.
Are y'all ready to read the book? Because I'm ready to read the book. I don't know about y'all in the audience, but I am so ready to read the book, like for real. I mean, I know, right? I have a lot of collaborations because again, this is book 13 for me. Or for this publishing company, Invisible Daughter. However, each and every single book pulls and tugs a different part of me. It pulls and tugs a different part of what needs to be heard and said. So I need you all to know love has so many different facets, right? It's not just, oh, I love him, he loved me. No, we're talking about parental love, we're talking about self-love, we're talking about relationship love, we're talking about friendship love. I'm gonna tell y'all, little snippet, for a very long time, for me, love equaled abandonment. That meant everybody that said they loved me somehow, some way abandoned me, right? And it took for me to start the self-love, the looking in the mirror. Like, okay, you need to heal that part of you because you'll never get to point A or B or C if you don't heal this part, right? Because you gotta heal. So I talk about all of that in my chapter. And my chapter is called Love Looks Different for Me, or something to that effect. Don't, because when I write my chapter, I promise y'all, I'll be in a whole nother, I zone out and I just let it flow and then send it to the editor. So I have no clue what I said, but love looks different for me, right? It's different. It just, love was abandonment. Love didn't equal this fuzziness, right? These fuzzy socks and great things. No, that's not what that was for me. However, through self-love, now I can say, oh, love is amazing. Love is, yeah, I want more of that. I want love. I want that. So read the book, y'all. Get the book, get the book, get the book. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What, 7 authors on the line now. We have 11 total. I promise you, get the book from one of the authors. Yes, you can go to Amazon, but that's not fun. Call one of the authors and get the book. I promise you, we all over the world. All over, okay? All over. So get the book. So my last guest for tonight, not forever, girl, not forever, but tonight would be my other sister. Oh my goodness, we have become so close. She has trusted me through a lot, right? She is like, now I know if you doing it, it's gonna come with some integrity. So I'm okay with you doing something. So I thank her for that, right? And when I'm feeling low and feeling down, somehow she end up texting or calling or saying something like, girl, come on here, let's do something else. And I'll be like, yep, that's it. So I'm going to introduce you to Miss Pat, no, not Miss Pastor Morgana Matthews. Tell us why you joined this particular collaboration.
Like everybody else said, my sister Latoya and everybody else said, I just let my spirit lead, and it tells me like, yeah, do this one. And I mean, I'm telling you, from everything that you guys have shared on tonight, this book is totally amazing. Like I said, it's my third collaboration, and I had some abandonment issues. I had some issues with expressing love, and I just feel like Makita is anointed to, like, for new authors, or she's just anointed to allow people to express themselves in a way through writing. I journaled all my life because that's journaling. I always tell everybody is what really saved my life, because I came from a very dysfunctional home. So my chapter, and sorry, I got some nasal stuff going on. My chapter, I kind of dealt with me really learning what love is, because I expressed love in a way of trying to find it in men, but I manipulated them. And I, it wasn't love. It wasn't love. And so I got in my chapter that having sex ain't love. So that's one portion. Then I talked about my dysfunctional childhood, and how as Black women we are the strong women and we are the most loving women. That takes nothing away. And I said this in my chapter, from no other woman. But I've been Black 52 years, and I can attest to the life that a Black woman lives. She wears 10 and 15 hats, and she doesn't drop none. She fries the bacon, bring it home in a pan, take care of the children, take care of the husband, and she never stops. And guess what? She's the woman who gives loves, even if she hasn't received it. And that just really speaks to me. And then when the therapist was talking about the dysfunctionality of growing up, that kind of hit my heart. So I'm telling anybody and everybody, get this book. It is totally amazing. God bless you all.
It is. I can attest. And I say it's amazing because I knew the stories prior to, right? I knew, and I've had conversations with each of you. So I knew that what you were going to bring to this table was going to be amazing. Either I've worked with you before, I've talked to you through this book. I knew that you were going to bring some amazingness to this book. So the last thing is, tell us what your chapter is and what it's about.
I'm sorry, I'm chapter 6, and my chapter is about the greatest gift. Love is the greatest gift. Once I met Christ, and he showed me that I didn't have to perform, I didn't need to do anything, but just accept him, and he loved me. And at that point, I was able to express that love genuinely without any strings attached to others when I fell in love with him.
My goodness. I can attest to that because that's how I feel. Like I feel it's a different kind of love when you stop looking for it and you just allow God to be God and you allow love to be love, right? Because he is love. So I get it. So I want to tell you all, get the book, get the book, get the book. And really quickly, we got a few hellos. So Nola Seawood, she says, good evening, ladies. So good evening. Kendra Rose says, this book sounds lit. It is, girl. It is. Nola Seawood also says, wow, I can relate. God is good. Got to read this book. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Kendra Rose says, help today, mommy. Yes. Whose daughter is this? Okay. And we got a Facebook user. Unfortunately, we do not see your name, but they say, I love it. Well, we love you too. Thank you. So we had a few, we've had about 20 watchers throughout the evening. So I thank you guys. And we got L'Oreal Brown says, one of my favorites. Okay. And then it says, I'm sorry, I missed the link to hop on with you ladies. I want to say that might be Nikita. You ladies are amazing. Thank you. So last words. I need you all to give the viewers, I was about to say ladies, but I need men to read this book too, because then you can understand us a little bit more, just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Oh, it's Tanya. Hey, Tanya. And this is Armani. Come on, Armani. Yes, amazing love. Amazing love it is. I think that's what she's trying to say. Okay, so last words. I just need you to give some encouragement to those that may be experiencing not so much love, right? Or not knowing what love is. So if you had to give some last words, either right before they read the book or as they read the book, what would you say? And I'm going to go in order again. Antoinette, what would be your last words to the audience?
What I would say is learning to love yourself is one of the most amazing feelings in this world. And like I said, sometimes we may think we love ourselves until it's actually time to love ourselves, even if it takes for you to get up every morning and look in that mirror and just to realize just amazing how amazing you are as a person, and all the extra love is extra. Everybody else's love is extra, but the love you have for yourself is the one that counts.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Timothea, tell us your last words. Like if you had to give just the last words to the people, what would they be?
I would have to say, don't give up on love, whatever, whether it's self love, parental love, love, don't give up on it. I'm a lover of love, and I fall down, I pick myself up, keep on going. So
Yes.
don't give up on love. And I haven't read the book either completely, but I just want to say to those, when you get the book, take your time, read it chapter by chapter. Don't just read it for reading its sake. Like, read a chapter and ponder on it and get something out of every chapter, because we got some amazing women. We're awesome.
Yes, I agree. QR, tell us some last words. What you got for us?
Okay, when it comes to love, love should equate to wellness. Anything that you care for or love should be taken care of. So, no matter what type of love it is, because love does come in all forms, it should bring some level of health and positivity into your life. It shouldn't be this dreadful thing. It shouldn't be this thing that weighs you down, even though, of course, we are human, so we have to endure trials and tribulations, even when it comes to love. There are different types of love, as far as different seasons of love, unconditional love, but love should be accompanied by some level of wellness.
Yes, I absolutely agree with that. And Miss Francesca Cole Barnes, tell us, what are your last words?
Just like God tells us to have a mustard seed of faith, that's all the amount of love you need. And go back and find that small amount of love that you experienced as a child, that could have been from a teacher, a neighbor, a loved one, and hold on to that and look for that throughout your life. It's there. Sometimes we turn ourselves off to love when we've had bad experiences, and when we do, we miss the opportunities to feel love and experience love from others who genuinely want to give it to us. So hold on to those small feelings of it and experiences of it. Look for that throughout your life, and you'll be surprised at where you can find genuine, true love.
Wow, that is so true. That is so true. My sis, Rissa Jenkins, tell us your last. What advice do you have for us?
Um, I don't know where you are. When I say you, I'm speaking to the audience. I don't know where you are in terms of your journey. I don't even know if the word love scares you. But I do want you to know that I love you immensely, wholeheartedly, without a doubt. Literally, beyond your flaws. I truly, truly do. So, with that being said, even if that's your starting point of nobody ever told me this, or I haven't heard it yesterday or today or whatever, I'm telling you right now, I do love you. And as we continue this journey of self love, so we can love other people the way that we want to be loved, I'm here for you. Everybody on this, I'm going to say panel again, because y'all, that's just what we are on, okay? We're on a panel. Everyone on this panel feels the same exact way. Get this book, use it as your starting guide to what love is. It's the title of the book. So just read it and then reach out to us if you need to.
Amen. Miss Latanya Willette, tell us, what are your last, what do you have for us to say, you know what, this is what it is?
Well, everybody summed it up very well with the self love, with the I love you. But I like to think forward. So, after you've gotten your self love, after you know that you're loved, after you get with God and have that comforter that loves you unconditionally, and you get to feel it, and you won't care about what anybody else think or say, or whether they love you or not, because you know the ultimate love loves you. Now, once you get that, now you got to pay it forward, because you will have children, whether they are nieces and nephews or your own children that you have or adoption. It is so important to be in that child's life. It's so important to give them the love that they need so that they're not asking this question when they get grown. Because that's one of the loves that I speak about, how my father, especially a father to a girl and a mother to a boy, that's some love that they need, that when they get grown, they no one will have a gateway or an open door to come in and treat them the wrong way, because they got the love the right way from the opposite sex before. My father loved me so much, and he let me know that he loved me, and he let the world know that he loved me, so that when I got grown and it didn't look right from the opposite sex, you got to go.
Yeah.
And you have your self worth, and you have confidence to know this is what it feels like. So I know if it doesn't feel this way, this is not right. That's just like with anything we do in life. If it's not the way that we were taught and we were taught the right way, then it got to go. Same the way with love. No matter how much you may love that person, if it does not feel right to you, because love is a two-way street. It's not just about that person feeling good and getting what they need, what you get. And so if you're not getting what you need out of it, you got to take a step back and let that go and love on your babies so that they're not asking this question and dysfunctional later on down the line.
Absolutely. Now that's good. Love on them babies, because right now this world is so, oh, love on them because they need it. They absolutely need it. Um, so the last person to speak tonight, Gloria Kidd, say, hey, amen, sis. We got a love QR. Okay, girl, hey. And then we got another amen. So we speaking real good tonight, ladies. So I just want to, the last person that's going to speak is Miss Pastor Morgana Matthews. Tell us your last, like, what are you gonna give the people? What do you want them to take away from it?
What I want them to take away from this is to never stop pursuing love. Because when I hear people say, well, love is not important, I know they don't mean that. And I know that they're in a state where they need some deliverance, because God wrote it that way, that we be loved and that we give love and that we receive love. And I would also say that no matter what you've gone through, keep your heart open, because guess what? Our hearts are like this. If you hold your fist and you don't deal with your issues, or don't deal with why you don't love or why you don't give or receive love, well, nothing can come in and nothing goes out. And as us being human, we want to be loved and we were made to give love. So stay open. And therapy does work, because I went through it for many years. Like my sister said, it does work to talk to someone and also be a Christian. That don't mean you don't love God, you don't believe in the power of God. That don't mean none of that. But sometimes you need somebody in that white coat, sitting down objectively, who've gone to school, who can help you to help hash that stuff out and be for real about it and get your healing. So that would be my desire, that whomever reads this book chapter by chapter, that God touches them in those areas or those places in their lives where they need to be healed and delivered. And I can guarantee you this book will do that. This book will do that.
I agree. So thank you so very much. I want to thank all of the authors, all 11 of us. I thank you so much again for trusting me, trusting my company with your part of the story. I absolutely appreciate all of you and thank you so very much. Please, please reach out to one of the authors to get your copy of the book today. I'm telling you, we can all read it together. We can do a whole little, what's that called? A book club if y'all want to. So we can go chapter by chapter. I am completely open to that, because it's important to know what love is. It's important to really and truly grow in love. And it's not just a boyfriend or relationship love. It's real and true love. You gotta love self. You gotta have a love for the higher power. You gotta have a love deeper than just, oh, I love that person, or I love it. It's so much deeper than that, y'all. So read the book, read the book, read the book. Kendra Rose says amazing, and she says this book is so needed. Absolutely it is. Thank you so much. So I thank each of you I thank each of you that watched us throughout the night. So thank you so much for tuning in. I got another book collaboration coming very, very soon. They just hit me all of a sudden, and I just got to go with it because I have learned long time ago that when the Father says move, don't question, just move, right? I've learned it. I live it on a daily basis. Because when you don't move, when he says to move and you don't move, there's a consequence behind that. I'm dealing with a consequence right now because he told me to move and do something last year and I didn't do it. So now I'm sitting in the now what do I do? And I know that he's gonna take care of it, so I'm okay with it. But it is a little bit worrisome. Okay, the human part of me wants to worry, and God is like, girl, bye. So thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Tevin Hayes says, I see you, Dr. Frankie Barnes. Okay. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Reach out to each one of these ladies to get your copy of the book. I want to thank all of you. And I want to say to everyone, have an amazing night. Good night, everybody.